Jars of fart, burrowing holes into your skull.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Soothing your babies and children with copious amounts of morphine and opium. Eating ground up cancelled people. And sticking a steel apparatus into your bum and blowing some smoke in there. These were just some of the great ideas that the greatest minds from history have come up with to cure your specific illness. Without further ado, let's get into the details.
Every job must be carefully analyzed.
There's many weird and outright bizarre ways that people or doctors tried to make you feel better back in the old times. And these are just 5 of them. And we start with a jar of farts. They were really ahead of their time with that one. During the 1600s in England, when the Great Plague was there, making everyone's lives extremely miserable.
I can't take him.
I feel fine.
Well, do us a favour. I can't. Well,
The common consensus between these smart doctors was that people got the plague from bad vapors or just, bad smells that festered here and there because it was a bit of a dirty time to be alive. So they put their little noggins together and came up with the great idea of telling people to fart into jars when they were healthy, because that bodily vapor or smell would just be brimming with nice things. They would then keep these jars sealed properly somewhere until the day that they got ill, even maybe by the plague. And what were they then supposed to do with these jars of farts? Well, open them up and smell it. Just take in that healthy bodily vapor. The healthy smell of your formerly healthy self. We can't blame them if that was like the main idea back then, that you got sick from bad air. Why not just sniff some good air? I don't know how they decided that their healthy farts was the best way to do so, but A+ for trying. Jumping straight on into number 2, we have soothing syrup. If your child is teething, having a hard time sleeping, or just being a nuisance, being a bother, being a baby or a child, you could just go to your local pharmacist and get you some drugs and then go home and drug your children. These were called soothing syrups. In the mid-1800s they were all the rage. And of course the children did indeed get super duper soothed because they contained alcohol and a healthy amount of morphine. Many times the children who got this syrup got so soothed that they didn't even wake up again. Luckily, they had to stop selling them, and they were dubbed baby sub-cancellation syrups after that. Drugging the heck out of your children went straight out of fashion. And number 3, we have trepanation, a hole in thy skull. Had a headache? The big sad? Or just why not having just a bad day overall? All you needed was a big old hole drilled into your skull. Because that would, of course, let all those evil spirits or evil airs and whatever was in there, whatever you believed, you got like a little ventilation into your brain. Perfect. This sort of thing had been going on since ancient times, so for thousands of years. So people really believed in it. It was done without any anesthesia or pain relief. And believe it or not, there's plenty of evidence that many survived this ordeal. Because they have found skulls with holes. They have signs that it had like healed around the hole, their little ventilation hole. Yep. And also a fun fact. They could have actually been helping people without really knowing why. Because of course if someone was very ill and had pressure inside of their skull and it was like pressuring their brain, digging a hole or burrowing a hole there would actually help. So some people were helped by it. It's a thing that surgeons do even today. They just don't do it for basically every ailment, thankfully. And number 4, we have mummy powder. Cannibalism to keep you healthy. Grinding up some ancient mummies were thought to cure pretty much any kind of ailment. And why? Why did they think that? Why did they think that cannibalizing an old pharaoh or whatever would make you pig som en mört, as we say in Sweden? Well, their reasoning kinda was that the miraculous way that the embalming had kept these mummies in such great shape could be transferred into you. Something must have kept these dearly departed mummified people in such great shape for so long, and grounding them up into powder and ingesting it, well then, you just take that miraculous substance and it would, of course, fix everything wrong with you. History had a funny way of looking at logic, but sometimes when you think of it, of course it just kind of made some kind of sense. Or else they wouldn't do it.
Shit's all fucked up. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm so close to 2K. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Hit the dang little bell. It really helps so much. Please. And then at number 5, and our last entry on this video, is blowing smoke up thy butt. But not any kind of smoke. Tobacco smoke. A tobacco enema. People just loved enemas. If I make any future videos of medical weirdness again, I'll get into that. Hit the bell so you don't miss it. But tobacco enemas were also seen kind of a cure-all remedy. You took a long iron syringe thingamajig and you placed it up the anus and pushed in some tobacco smoke. Invigorating. But the most common usage of the tobacco enema was actually trying to resurrect anyone who had gone into the waters too long. Just like in modern days, where you have these heart stopper machines just a little bit everywhere in case someone has a heart attack. In places around large bodies of water, you could actually find a tobacco smoke enema kit. You would simply drag up the person who was sure to go into the valley of demise, Andrew would do the thing that I already said with the tobacco enema, blow some smoke up their butt, hoping that this would invigorate them back into their live subscription. I have no idea if this ever worked. I feel like if it did, it wouldn't have faded into obscurity the way it did. But luckily, we don't need to get that smoke up our butts if we drown today. So yeah, that was 5 very bizarre medical treatments from history. My next video in this series will be Death by Vanity, where I take 5 incredibly dangerous ways that people kept themselves pretty. Subscribe, hit the bell so you won't miss it. Thank you! Stay hydrated, stay amazing, and most of all, stay morbid. And I'll see you very soon. Bye bye!